check out arcgear.com for premium quality weightlifting, fitness, and combat sports equipment. Use the promo code HATMAN for a 30% discount off your first purchase. That's arcgear.com, link in the description. I never actually realized that Alen Babic got injured in his last fight against Tom Little. He said, quote, "I felt the injury in the first round of my last fight, my right shoulder. It kind of snapped, but then I just went on, and after the fight, it was terrible pain. I went through the pain, I thought it was nothing, and then after 2 months, I finally got to check it out, and the MRI showed that my upper bicep is torn. He needed to reattach the ligament to my bicep. He had to put in some screws, some plates to hold them in place, but he was very happy with the surgery. It was much smaller, the surgery, than I thought it would be. The first thing he told me was 7-8 months, and now he told me 3 months, I'm back as new. I'm happy in a hospital, which means a lot. It means everything. I hope I will return in May, and I hope some crowd will be back so I have a proper comeback. That will be a dream for the Savage to perform in front of my Savage army. I would actually like to have a big fight because I'm going to be ready 200%. I'm going to go all in again. I would like Lucas Brown. He's a name I would like to fight. I think we would go to war because I've been tested. They test me every fight. I was tested 6 times, so now I want someone who will really hit me back. 3 fights would be okay this year, but I would like 4, end quote. So the Savage injured against Tom Little. Now, I'm not surprised because of the way that Babic fights, the amount of intensity that he puts into his punches at all time. Not only is he doing that in the ring when he's fighting, he's also doing that in the gym. And fighters who push their body to the limit like that in terms of power punching all the time, maximum power in all the shots they're throwing, that is going to take its toll on your tendons, your ligaments, your joints, and so on. Ask David Haye, okay? Now, of course, some fighters have a more robust body than others, and they're able to go all out with these power punching styles and not suffer as many injuries and what have you. But in the case of Alen Babic, he has suffered such an injury, and given the fact that it's a soft tissue injury, we have to watch this going forward. Because Babic has got a number of things going against him. And by the way, Babic is my new favorite heavyweight. I'm not saying he's the best heavyweight, but just in terms of entertainment, I think he's great. I like the whole Savage persona, very entertaining outside the ring. And when he gets in the ring, it's all action. So I like it. And, he's my favorite heavyweight at the moment. But realistically speaking, he's got a lot of odds against him because he's a very small heavyweight for one, in an era of giants. And for 2, his technique leaves a lot to be desired. Okay, it's more caveman than, Pernell Whitaker, or even if you want to look at a pressure fighter, it's more caveman than Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson had very precise technique as a pressure fighter. Accurate puncher, head movement, footwork, very neat and tidy in his approach. Whereas Alen Babic is very sloppy and wild. Okay, so he's got a number of things against him. If he then has reoccurring tissue injuries against him, and that's possible, that really would be disturbing and concerning indeed. So let's hope that he really has recovered 100% and that he really is as good as new and that he really can throw punches with the same intensity as we've seen him up to this point. Because it wouldn't be good to see Alen Babic going in there, second-guessing himself, not knowing whether his body can hold up to the kind of punches he wants to throw at the opponents. So we'll see what happens with that going forward. And as far as Lucas Brown as his next opponent, I think is a good opponent. It's a name. Lucas Brown, of course, has seen better days. He was stopped by Dave Allen and what have you. But from a marketing perspective, from a career development perspective, I could see why he would look at Lucas Brown and why his team would look at Lucas Brown. His manager, Dylan White, obviously fought Lucas Brown a few years ago. And Brown did hold a version of a world title very briefly. He would be the most high-profile name on Babic's record so far. And maybe he could get up for it a little bit. I don't know. He's certainly a very big man. He definitely hits hard. Perhaps he could turn the clock back just slightly against Alen Babic. He certainly wouldn't have to go looking for the guy. He wasn't able to do that against Dave Allen. So, you're not going to hold your breath when it comes to Lucas Browne. But still, perhaps he would give it one last go against the guy who does give you opportunities to hit him in Alen Babic. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Shout out to my boy Devin, actually, because he suggested a number of opponents for Alen Babic, but I can't remember. There was one opponent in particular who was a really fantastic suggestion. I've literally forgotten who the guy was. Hopefully Devin leaves a comment in the comment section below and you guys get to see it. Maybe if I remember the opponent he was talking about before I edit and upload this video, I'll put some text on the screen to tell you who it is. But if not, then yeah, hopefully Devin leaves a comment in the comment section. But let me know what you guys think about the potential for Alen Babic fighting Lucas Browne. Let me know what you think about his injury. And let me know what opponents you would like to see him fight in the near future. Drop it all below. If you're looking for some assistance in managing your small business, then get in touch with Nexus Virtual Services. It's run by a wonderful lady called Nisha, who I've known for years, and she offers business support services and admin management for startups and small businesses. She can help you to streamline your operations, increase efficiency, save money on staff costs, scale your business on demand, and create more time for strategic thinking. So if you think that may be of benefit to you, then head on over to www.nvirtuals.com. Link in the description.